Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays Europa Universalis 4 for absolute beginners. We're back with Great Britain and we are hopefully in the final war of a fight for the Americas. We are trying to launch a southern uprising. So the idea is to start by taking British Peru's castles, and then we've got two main options. We can head back up to British Columbia and try to free them up because they're currently getting the brunt. Although actually, now that they're down again, it looks like the army's maybe heading north. So we'll see. The alternative would be maybe to work our way down here, claim these lands that we actually wanted the war for in the first place, and then work our way back up to British Brazil. Or I suppose we could go straight across to British Brazil, because then at least we'd have help. Either way, it starts with Peru. Actually, if the armies come down here, that might make things easier. So the main thing we want to do is support Peru. So once we take this castle, we're probably going to go and swat that army. Unless it disappears. Okay, right, that army has indeed disappeared. So let's go and take this castle. Aha, we've lost Walpole. So, William Pitt the Elder it is. Not sure why he's at the top, usually the cheaper ones are further down. Oh well. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to have to head north and deal with any armies. We need to support Peru, and I don't think there are any armies to the south of them. Okay. $4,000 ducats. I think we can afford the loss of loyalty, to be honest. What's the sequence bar? That's not great. Separatists in Mosquito isn't terrible. Those ideas, yeah, we don't really need that right now. Okay. Strengthen fortifications in Ulster. Invest in provinces' production infrastructure. Counting house versus castle. Probably the counting house is more useful. Okay. Go with that then. So now I just need to find it. And good grief. Okay. Just going to accept that that castle is not falling. What are we full of? Administrative power. Okay. Apparently we don't have any war exhaustion. That's surprising. Okay, first thing first, let's find them all. Clearly I should have had the... there we are. counting house. I'm not sure we've done one of these. Oh no, it's just a workshop. So more advanced workshop, which is fine. Okay, so admin power. We were gearing up, I think, Antwerp. So let's just use some of that up. Yeah, that's just a peasant uprising, that's fine. But yeah, clearly I didn't abandon that siege a moment too soon, because very close to actually losing. That was riskier than I would have liked. Okay, let's see if we can mop some of these armies up. Yep, no problem. I suppose if the enemy armies get small enough, we could start splitting our forces so we can keep the siege of Cuzco going. Lost sight of our Peruvian army, but hopefully we're doing something useful. Oh no, here they are. Right, fair enough. Industrial Revolution. Unfortunately, we were not the birthplace of it. So I think that's the final institution. So all our attempts to improve Antwerp have gone for nothing, it would appear. Right, so now we've done this, probably, seeing as we can't see any more armies, going to head straight back down to Cuzco. Payment in plunder. Deny plunder would increase their pay, is fine. We are actually rolling in money. Are they seriously going to attack us? I very much admire the 4th Army's bravery. Okay, Aragon is now the paper controller, which is not ideal, but we're not going to be attacking them anytime soon. So I'm not too worried. As of yet. Oh, Austria's made landfall over here. That's good. Take stock once this castle falls. Okay, I'm going to send you over to the capital of Portuguese Peru, I think. Let's have a look. Right, so the south is pretty much as it was. Ooh, actually, let's change tack and head north. There's a decent sized army there. Can't just assume they're going to deal with it. British Columbia is still under wraps, but it looks like the North is fighting back a bit. Taking most of Florida at least. And actually, that looks rather one-sided, but they may be winning. Oh no. I mean, they would be winning if they weren't running away, but nice to see the computer does that to itself, and not just me. Okay, looks like that army has fled, which I suppose is understandable, if a bit annoying. But seeing as we're heading north anyway, I may head all the way up here and free these guys up. I was thinking that with Austria on the ground as well, they should be in a pretty good position there, so I might briefly cause problems here and then head over to British Brazil. See if we can get them up and running. But it does look like the North's having problems again, so having British Columbia at least vaguely functional would perhaps distract people a little. Let's see. Aha! Another big army. It's like playing whack-a-mole, this. Still feel like the focus in the south should be to free up our allies. So that's why we're going for the capital up here. I'm guessing the money we gave the East Indies has gone on ships. No complaints there. How are we doing? That one does worry me a bit. However, they're heading away. British Peru is pretty much free and Austria is now helping. So that's good. And it looks like we're starting to make inroads on this side. I think they will win. And of course, they're about to have a problem with British Columbia again, so that's good. It's like Austria took the capital, which is brilliant. Just a little concerned about this army. Did I just go down? Might be my imagination. I thought it went for... Oh no, it is! 57% to 42%. I didn't know it could do that. Never mind. It's done what it needed to do. Okay, so... let's split some armies up. Might allow me to see whether we're missing any generals. I'm not planning to give them a gift this time. In theory, they've still got it from last time because they didn't seem to actually do much. So yeah, one gift is all you're getting. At the moment this is mostly just to provide a distraction. If it turns out they become viable and helpful, then that would be fantastic. Alright, it's probably just merchant ships, I'd imagine. So that's a little foundation for British Columbia again, and we are definitely going to have to help Peru. But they've made their own army, so that's a start. It's not very big, but they can hopefully start freeing up some more of their own land, and if nothing else, it's something they're going to have to deal with. Oh, right. I'd forgotten about this. I never seem to have a huge amount of success with them, but certain great projects around the world, if you own or kind of proxy own the area they take place in, you can start building them. So I might start doing that. We can do the Panama Canal. So I think it's this here, starts the construction of the Panama Canal. Costs 30,000 ducats. So you have to be incredibly rich. In theory, it should allow us to send ships straight through here as well. But I'm not optimistic about us getting it finished. You tend to just get delay after delay after delay. And it's quite late in the game already. We've only got 60 years. We don't have too long to go for this. What's the general? Don't know which general that is. Oh, here we go. Okay. Time to free Peru again. Alright, we're not going to be able to make any claims with 25 on Oregon. We have too many already. Okay, not sure where you're heading. Would love to trap you if we can. But we'll see. I mean, the main concern is kicking them off that castle. Oh, Madame Tussauds. Well, she's only skill 2, so let's go for the admin power. Worrying about Austria there. Still, there's only so much we can do. Right, let's see if we can actually get this army. Only partially. Oh no, only a little bit. Well, winning a war is always still good. Right, I'm going to go for these guys. We might get an advantage from them being on our castle. Nothing else, I want to free that castle up. Well, I mean, it's already free, but I want to make sure it stays that way. And then we will head down. Oh, good grief. Oh, this is good. I think we've caught them. So we can swing through and help Austria. Petition for redress. Yeah, that's fine. Ability still have 30 loyalty. So that should be enough to... Alright, let's not get too precipitous here. Portugal. Oh, right. Well, we might be able to cause some issues. Sabotage reputation. Portuguese Peru. That'll do. Right, let's just have another look. Okay, so this is looking better. Still got some concerns up in British Alaska, but otherwise the North seems to be winning. British Columbia is still free for the moment, but they really need to get their armies up. I see they've managed to circle around behind me. But certainly Austria could deal with that army, if nothing else. So they do have other problems. Kind of feeling like we should go and free British Brazil, if we can. I don't know if we can make a claim on Burgundy or not. No. Okay. Who's this? Kilwa. Somewhat annoyingly, Austria seems to have the same idea as us. I mean, you'd think if they were planning on freeing British Brazil, they could have done it a lot sooner. Really. Right, let's just head over there. Okay, so British Columbia is doing a bit better this time. English West Indies has made landfall. Apparently we've just got the Industrial Revolution, which is great. Really should look at where that's appeared and give it a good push. Probably would have helped if I'd read it. Lost another general. Needs to deal with that? Right, let's bolster London a bit. Okay. London now has the industrialisation. So does Oxford. Probably overdid it with Oxford there. You go straight in for the castle. Not that there are any significant armies around here to worry about. Okay, British Columbia is still doing well. British Peru is having problems. If Austria could go and help them, that would be great. That should be our final gift. Or still a bit low on legitimacy, so let's go with that. Okay, so a little risky, but we've split off one of the armies to start working our way down towards Rio de Prata. Looks like Austria are helping Peru, which is brilliant. I'm hoping there'll be enough. Not sure where the actual Peruvian army's got to. Okay. And it looks like the North is definitely winning, so maybe they're trying to take British Columbia. So what I'm hoping is that when they try, they're going to find they have problems coming from the south as well. So even if they temporarily do okay in Middle America, they're going to find both sides closing in on them, is the hope. British Brazil have formed an army, one very small one. Right. But the English West Indies are doing well as well, so British Brazil actually have a lot of support. We're taking lands to the south, the English West Indies are taking lands to the north. Austria has indeed managed to help British Peru, which is brilliant. Don't have a good way to help British Columbia, but the north is kind of coming down on them. And we've just embraced industrialisation, probably earlier than we needed to be fair. But we do have so much money these days. I see we finally paid off all of our loans as well. I barely even noticed. Okay, and we've lost some of our claims. This has taken so long. Let's check generals. they've all got generals now. Okay, next move. Florida Bianca. So, Austria doesn't actually look big enough to deal with that. But I want to start down in our own land and work our way up. Hopefully British Brazil will start making some inroads now. This obviously divides their attention, they can't just focus on Peru anymore. Okay. Spare no expenses. Who's this? Oh, good grief. Right, arrogant administrators. Just really harmed everyone's opinion of us. Thank you very much. Right, okay, in that case, let's send some diplomats to whoever thinks the least of us. I think Brittany and English West Indies are the obvious ones, and Louisiana, I think. Do a bit of damage control. Royal marriage. Might help our legitimacy in the long term as well. Anti-clericalism, okay, we can gain some money and upset the burghers. Sounds fun. That's looking better, that's looking worse, that's looking mixed. That's looking good. Oh well, an uprising in Cusco is probably a good thing. I see they've already put it down for us. Okay, nobility and burghers, both not happy. Marketplace in Antwerpen. I can do that. Stock exchange in Antwerp, no problem at all. Right, so this time start on the extreme south and we're going to take everything. Probably work our way up to Peru because they're the ones struggling the most. Okay, so trade depot or stock exchange, which is up here. Stock exchange. Actually work with the burghers for once. So essentially in 3 armies of similar strength, and we're just going to work our way up. Hopefully damaging the South American power base as we go. Doing 33% war score. Hoping to get it at least above 50 before we make peace. I want to be pushing the boat out on taking considerable amounts of lands in the south. I don't know if we'll be able to free Mexico up. I suppose we could try. We have to be a lot more deliberate this time with what we take. Don't really want to move them until the castle's under siege. Okay. Peru not looking too good. However, Austria has started helping British Columbia now. And the north is very much won. Actually, let's just go for that castle. A little risky, but it's already taken far too long. We were going to improve relations with Brittany as well. It's not advisor, okay. I'll do yearly prestige again. Burghers are happier. So we're probably just moving this one army around now. Should probably send them to the siege really, they're slightly bigger. Considerably bigger. Now let's move them over so they can take over. Brazil peasants, okay, not something we can help with right now. Whoa! Okay. That was a lot faster than I expected. Okay, Austria is now the papal controller. That is not a black day for the church. That is a good thing. We like Austria. Great. The difference in the quality of castles here. Are we unable to make progress? Oh no, no, we're making progress. That seems to be taking so long. Well, that's fine. Oh, we're on 60. Right, okay. Is it worth letting this castle fall? Actually, there's no huge sign of it happening. Right, so if we were to sue for peace now, what are their suggested gains? Their suggested gains aren't that impressive. So let's clear the offer. And I am going to say that we definitely want access to Portugal to start with. We definitely want a very decent sized nation here. I'm very upset about British Mexico, so I'm going to see if we can build them up. Try and fill in some of the blanks even in the north. But not too many, because we're already winning in the north. So it's basically about giving some land to every one of our countries down here. Just thinking that we can probably hold more land in Europe. But then this is supposed to be the fight for the Americas. I'm just thinking about all the uprisings we're going to end up having. Okay, let us try to make our Rio de Praten lands huge, because I'm going to have our army here to help keep these under wraps. I'm just thinking we don't want to take a load of land and then immediately lose it. Oh, I'm gone one step too far there. There we go. Seriously? Right, I think it will save what we've done. Right, leave it be. Let's temporarily stop improving relations with Brittany, because they will only take 3 days to get back to us. And then that was it. Okay, so we've taken all of that land, we now just have to hold it. So let's try to core it all to start with, because that isn't going to help. Actually, do we want to send you up to help someone else? No, actually, let's not worry about it. In fact, let's even get rid of some of the mercenary armies, simply because I want to give them time to recover so we can use them again. It's only skill 2, So that's fine. Lost about 50 billion claims. To spread our armies out a little. That one's okay though. So this is one that's worrying me the most. I don't suppose I can hire a mercenary army on there, can I? Oh, maybe. I don't want to use one of the ones that can be anywhere. Maybe if we just get a couple just while it gets on its feet. So I'm hoping this is going to form British Mexico again. I'm hoping everyone else can handle their uprisings. But yeah, in theory with that, I am declaring the fight for the Americas over. It's not perfect, but I think it's close enough that if any of our colonial nations gets attacked by Portugals, we can just step in and our entire combined colonial nations in the Americas will be enough, given that we'll also stomp on Portugal, to effectively win. Leinster. Right, I didn't want to have an ability to go disloyal, and I think we still have a mercenary army up there, which I do need to get rid of. Okay, so one of our countries has become big enough to give us a merchant, which is brilliant. Just have a look where we could put them. Well, there's Mexico. That seems like a good option. And we're going to transfer trade power. I'm assuming it'll go that way. Okay. Our neighbours think we are the spawn of a devil. Right, that's unfortunate. You normally get that when you're making loads and loads of wars. I was thinking we might get that if we immediately launched some attacks on Europe. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's where I thought they'd appear. Right, so apparently we're going to get a few of these. In fact, so many, I'm wondering if we should try to change our advisor to one that reduces unrest. So the admin advisor, there's often... No, we don't have that option. Okay. While I'm thinking about it, let's get a +3 military advisor. So it doesn't matter as much now. Okay. Well, hopefully things will calm down, given time. Maybe I better not get rid of that mercenary army in Leinster just yet, though. Okay, right, so I'm going to stop there. I think that's not too bad. We were pushing it a bit with, obviously, the amount of land we've taken anyway. we now have access to Portugal proper. We've even taken a little bit of Portugal. So as long as we can hold on to what we've got, that's pretty good. And I'm hoping British La Plata is going to be one of the more powerful southern nations now, once they form, and hopefully we've resurrected British Mexico. Well, it looks like some other armies have got stuck there anyway, so hopefully we'll be in a decent position. But I'll leave it there for now, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.